G'day warbanders, and welcome back to another video on Eagle Day to Bombing the Reich, a strategic air war in the west, where we're trying to bomb the Germans into submission. The tables have turned since the Battle of Britain. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting term. If you haven't watched the previous video, go check it out. But in summary, we are bombing radar stations in this area here, hitting some oil facilities, changing up our line of attack, going towards the Netherlands a little bit, and also in northern Germany up here instead of over here. So always I'm trying to switch up my attacks. But yeah guys, let's watch the turn and see what happens. Boom. Just let me zoom in a little bit so we can get a little bit of an overview. Hopefully this goes off well. We had a lot of cloud cover in England, so it's going to be interesting to see how much sorties we can get up in the air. There's going to be some recon as well, as always, so if you see single planes flying around, that's always the recon, so don't worry about that. I think I launched my fighter bombers later as a distraction. Here we go, some recon coming out. Sussing out this area to get photos for the later bombers coming in. And you know, he's not going to bother taking down the recon because it's just not worth it to send fighters after recon, really. So yeah, again, it'll be nice to see if we can. I've sent some recon into these airfields to check them out, trying to find out where he's positioning his air force, so I know where not to hit. Because there's a lot of airfields in this area, and I have to watch out, you know, if he's positioning them here or over here in the Netherlands. You know, it's always a game of where's the enemy, you know, like IRL warfare. So it's going to be interesting if the recon tells me something. Oh, we lost to lightning on the way back. Must have been due to weather. I think I put them too high up in the air. That's probably why. Because that area right there is full of cloud cover. Alright, we're hitting... Oh, some tangles with some Italian fighters. Now we killed one. He's trying to go for them. Bombing this electric area with some Apaches. No resistance. Ooh. Yeah, a bunch of them were just bombing this coastal area. Yeah, he tried to intercept a bombing formation there, but he failed. And, you know, were able to just fight them off. Diving to attack with some Spitfires. Bombing an airfield just to keep it up. So he is in this area with some Italian fighters. And he's not bothering to come and deal with me right now. There's no point though, because there's not much infrastructure here. But you know, my plan is to just gradually bomb this area to bits, the southern area, which is easy pickings for me. Because, you know, progress is progress. And the Spitfires, they are having a go at those Panzer Grenadier troops, which I forgot that if I put the flight path over some infantry, they're going to go have a little peek at them and have a little strafing run. So that's fine. Does some damage. We got our major raid in Italy heading over. Those flying fortresses bombing Taranto, a major port in the area. I made it to the target. He's scrambling some fighters here from Bari. Looks like some Italian fighters. Will he catch up with that bombing formation? I think it's a bit too late. On the return journey. Looks like he's coming. Oh, I can't catch up. Bombing with some Typhoons. What was this target? Radar stations, that's right. So the Typhoons are going after the radar stations in the coast here, just to start that process of opening up that corridor where I can easily attack. I've sent a couple of escorts with these Typhoons just to suss them out. It'd be interesting if the escorts and the Typhoons can actually do something. We killed a BF-109. Funny enough. They're going after the Mustangs, which is what I want. protect those typhoons, those valuable typhoons that have taken heavy losses at the start of the campaign. I've realized that typhoons are actually pretty decent because I can hit those coastal targets pretty well with typhoons. So I'm trying to protect them with the escorts. Seems like the Mustangs are doing their job, but they're getting through the escorts a bit outnumbered here. 12 BF-109s coming in the Typhoon Squadron. 1 damage, so this is not too bad. I was expecting him to swarm these sort of radar station hit raids. Damaged Mustang, 11 BF-109. So these are big giant squadrons coming in, which is what I want. These are sort of diversionary raids. This is nice. He's taken a little bit of the bait here. So I think I've scheduled them to come a bit later with my other bombing squadrons. 190 is coming in, damaging the Typhoon. So he's really going after these Typhoon squadrons. My Mustangs cannot get it. Oh, they killed one. Nice. So the Mustangs, they have a little bit of a bite here. 8 Mustangs coming in, and they just got damaged. Trying to fight the BF-109s. Come on. Yes. Damage the BF-109. They're doing pretty good. The Mustangs, they're holding out, but the KD is obviously in the favor of the BF-109s. 1 squadron attacking with 11 Typhoons. Damage. Oh, typical. 11 BF-109s. Jeez. Lots of cover here. Shooting across the channel. Again, it's okay. It's going okay. I'm damaging BF-109s. I'm killing some. It's not too bad. So it's kind of like even at the moment. 1 BF-9 crashed on the airfield. That's good. Big giant dogfight here. Completely outnumbered. I only sent like 20 or 30 fighters to escort these small Typhoon raids. So this is good. 190, 6 of them. Coming after the Mustangs. Ooh. Lost 2 Mustangs. Unfortunate. Yeah, Mustangs taking a beating right now. But that's what they're designed to do, to be the meat shields of this campaign. Hordes of BF-109s. Another Typhoon raid coming now. They should get there pretty unmolested, but we'll see what happens. Huge dogfight again over the Netherlands. So he has positioned some fighters here, which I'm a bit concerned about. Yeah, of course he would. Again, you got to try and attack in ways that, you know, he can't sort of see a pattern. I'm trying to just mix it up, but it's hard. It's hard to be the attacker dealing with these BF-109s because it's, you know, the targets you want to hit. They're very inland. They're very dangerous to get to. 190s coming on Mustangs. Big kerfuffle here over the English Channel near the coast of the Netherlands. Mustangs having a tangle, but losing. They're going back to base, finally. They've expended their fuel. More Typhoon squadrons coming in. Should have free reign. So this sort of staggering of raids is working. Now comes our main raid. Bombing radar station with no resistance. So this is working. Hopefully we'll have some time for those bombing squadrons over here to get to the target. I'm hoping they'll get there before they get up in the air again. Mustangs diving to attack. Interesting. I've scheduled them to come across the coast here, not to go straight over the land. So hopefully it'll be good. Okay, he scrambled some fighters over here in Germany, near Bremen. I don't know how many. It looks like a small squadron. Only 1 squadron there. Again, bombing these radar stations. Should be decent. Destroying some more AA guns. This is all just recon, so don't worry about that. Just don't worry about any of that. Worry about this squadron here, And this Typhoon Squadron, which should be a diversionary raid, I wonder what squadron he'll go after. He hasn't launched fighters yet. He is swarming this a little bit. Typhoon's getting shot up here. I just don't have the resources to send full escorts to the Typhoons. I have sent some escorts, but it's not enough to deal with all these Typhoons. I mean, all these BF-109, sorry. But this is good. It's like tying up his fighters, which is what I wanted. These sort of radar station raids. So he's going back to base now with his BF-109s. Interesting. I think the Typhoon losses are going to be pretty heavy today. Looks like our raid made it over to Amsterdam. Typhoon Squadron, another one, made it to the target with no resistance. This is very nice. Again, another radar station. Made it to aim attacks. No resistance, no fighters in the air, which I'm pretty surprised at. Hopefully they'll just get in and out. But a lot of Bostons there. He hasn't launched anything. Spitfires are strafing an airfield on the way back. I wonder if they get any kills there. I'm not sure, but we'll have to check. They're strafing a rail yard too, interesting. So yeah, Spitfire escorts, they're going down to kill some stuff. Very interesting. But the really big interesting thing is going to be these flying fortresses. Oh, a BF-109 crashed. That's good for us. On its way back. Again, a very long journey with these flying fortresses. Still no launch of fighters. I'm worried. I'm extremely worried because I don't think you'll have enough time. Because I think they'll get up in the air soon. Those BF-109s. Let's see what happens. Look, I can see some blue on the mini-map. If I look carefully. No, he hasn't come up yet. That's good. Ooh. B-17 crashed in Tunis for some reason. Maybe I missed the raid there. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, he's launched some fighters here. Looks like a BF-110 squadron coming in. But I got no resistance right now. Yeah, BF-110s, 29 of them. Oh, 4 of them damaged. These are no joke. This is the point of the raid where I have no escorts at the moment. I damaged 5 BF. That's crazy, bro. That's fucking crazy. Oh, they're turning back. They're turning back. What the fuck? This says they're turning back. Oh, Lord. Does that mean the entire squadron? Oh my god. At least I killed I damaged a couple of BF-110s. He sent a big squadron here. Wow. So we're actually damaging these BF-110s with just the B-17s. That's crazy. Yeah, but this is a really big fight going on here. Yeah, wow. Lost a couple. They must be turning back because I can't see what's happening here. Again, we're damaging them. We're damaging these BF-110s. Sort of the BF-110, sort of a multi-role sort of fighter, bomber, whatever you want to call it. Bit longer range. We kill the BF-110. So we're actually doing alright without any escorts right now. I can see some of them turned away, but some of them are still going to the target. So maybe some parts of the squadron have broken up. So that's really unfortunate for us. And these BF-110s, he just cannot stop them. I mean, these BF-110s are having a hard time fighting my fortresses without escorts. This is very interesting. I was expecting to take way more losses, but I'm actually doing more damage to the BF-110s. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. There's a big kerfuffle over here. Come on. Take him out. BF-110s. Continually getting damaged. Oh my god, these BF-110s, they're just getting slaughtered. Some of them will crash on the way back. I feel like he's lost way more BF-110s than I've lost like B-17s, you know? Like, see, all these damaged ones, they're gonna crash on the airfield when they come back. Because they, you know, they're a slower sort of fighter, right? So they're gonna get shot up more by the B-17s. They're not like BF-109, so they can just come, you know, screaming in, just like killing bombers, you know, left, right, and center. These are a sort of shittier plane. They're still getting kills, but they're just losing so many. Okay, so part of our squadron actually made it to the target. Some of them fell back, so we actually got to the target. Most of the squadron did. Some of them fell back, probably due to morale issues. Very good. So we made it to the target. That's a great thing. Very nice. Boom, 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 boom. Get them, boys. This is a huge facility. I think it's 18 capacity on the coast. He's only setting these BF-110s. Very interesting. I've taken a couple losses on this raid, but I think it was worth it. This is the first time I'm watching this sort of play out. I haven't looked at this playback yet. We lost a mosquito on the runway. Interesting. BF-110 coming in. Damaged the fortress. Wow, I'm really interested to see what the KD is going to be here. Because it's just funny. The fortresses don't have their escorts right now. And they're still, you know, dishing out damage. That's nuts. The escorts should be coming around here. So hopefully we'll get some help here. They're returning back to base. They've had enough. Very nice. Even though I took heavy losses on that raid, I think that was worth it. I think it was worth it. For an 18 capacity, I think it was 18. Yeah, this one. In Bremenhaven. Okay, the BF-109s, they're scrambling now. Seems like they're coming out of the woodwork now. Looks like they're refueled. Oh no. Come on, where's our escorts I sent on the way back? I need them right now. They're just not there, bro. This is a hard target to get to. I had no escorts I could reliably get here in this window of time. So I had to take a risk here, and the risk is that a couple of squadrons of BF-109s were there. So they're having a full rain right now. But they did hit the target. I see some red there. So that's good at least. It was worth something. Yeah, wow. See, they're all crashing on their way back. That's kind of funny. Some of them. Yeah, see? This is when I get a lot of kills here. Some are crashing on the way back after they've been damaged. But yes, some of them made it back alive. Damn it. Yeah, so our escorts there weren't able to help a lot. Crucially, in that time when they were getting to the target, that small window of opportunity, he took that opportunity, that small opportunity, in the gap in my fighter coverage. I can't cover that period of the raid because it's just impossible with the fighters I have right now. But it was worth it. I think it was worth it. And I think we're going into night bombing. Yeah, I think we are. Oh no, we got some Italian actions here, I think. No, that's just recon. Yeah, just reconning this out. Very successful day on the Italian theater. Wasn't not many too. No, I can't speak. Not too many losses there. I remember that disaster of heading into Rome, and that was just took so many losses. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. I want to watch the night bombing, but I won't record it. I'll see you in the after action report. And yeah, see ya. All right, and we're back. And guess what, boys? We are at industry damage 3. So we've actually gone up in score after that turn, which is very nice. Very nice indeed. And did our terror score went up? I'm not sure. I have to check that. But we are scoring victory points right here. So yeah, let's have a look at our aircraft losses today. And a pretty solid ratio. 51 losses to 32. We killed 16 BF-109s today. And we lost about 15 Mustangs, 5 Typhoons. I was actually expecting to lose more for Typhoons, but we only lost 5 today. That's very good. We can see that the enemy lost 9 BF-110s in that attack of theirs. So we can see that dreaded attack he launched on my B-17 Flying Fortresses did not pay off. He lost 9 of those BF-110s and a couple more of those variants. And our night bombing wasn't too bad today. Compared to our last turns where we were taking heavy losses, it seems like the changes I made to night bombing with electronic countermeasures and some night fighters has really increased our survivability at night. So I'll continue to keep doing that strategy, which is, you know, sending tons of night fighters to distract the enemy and also do some jamming with those powerful Wellington, you know, night, you know, radar jamming planes, you know. So my night fighting strategy is working pretty well. Let's have a look at the action reports and let's see our biggest raids today and see if they actually got to their targets. So our biggest raid on Bremenhaven, which we fully annihilated. So that was mission success. It's actually capacity 12, but that's still a pretty big chunk, and we knocked it out at 99%. We lost 20 bombers, and the enemy lost 11 of those BF-110s, I think. So that's actually, we lost a big chunk of our bombers, like 20, but that was worth it for the industry damage score. So heavy losses, but we got to the target and we did damage. So that's actually worth it. Our next target, Hanover, only 26% damage. These are the night raids. Wilhelmshaven. So we're actually doing some pretty decent damage on the night raids. I only lost 3 and 1 over Hanover and Wilhelmshaven. So we're doing some pretty decent damage there. And now hitting the port in Taranto, 100% damage. And that was a 8 capacity port. So that's actually a pretty, you know, sizable port that we hit. And it had 36 AA guns there. So a pretty decent chunk of AA. No losses. Amazing raid there. Power station, no damage, no effect. With 84 bombers. Bremen, another nighttime raid, I'm pretty sure. Lost 2 bombers, not bad. We did 29% damage. The Amatex oil service, I'm pretty sure. We did 44% damage, losing 1 bomber. That's amazing. That is a good result. Even though it's only capacity 1, I think that's, you know, it's going to add up. So that was a decent raid. Hitting an airfield in southern Italy, 33% damage. So not bad. Lost 2 fighters, so we actually lost a bit of escorts there. And we hit some power stations, so what I was talking about before. But we did, we missed one, but we hit the other one in the center there, which is a capacity 4. So hopefully they'll do something. Power stations, if you knock out a couple of them, it starts to affect the industries around them. So it is probably worth it, but my thinking is like, you know, just hit the closest targets right now because we are trying to recover our air force from those disaster days we had. We lost a ton of bombers, so I'm trying to just be a bit more conservative. And this is what, and it's paying off. I'm hitting my targets. And then our radar stations, hitting those. He's positioned some AA guns there. So a strategy you can do in the game is you can sort of bait your enemy if you're the defender and put a bunch of AA guns and radar stations, and then like just, you know, shoot up all the aircraft that come by. So I think that's what he's doing. He's placed a couple of AA guns knowing that I'm going to hit those eventually. So, and it did get some fruit here. Where we attacked with a couple of Typhoons. We lost 3. As you can see here, the fighter escorts were quite light on these Typhoon raids, but it's better than no escorts. So that actually went pretty decently. We only missed 1 target, which is this one, which is I'm fine with that. And then our night fighters, which were more of like a distraction. They're not trying to get kills, but you can see here, you can see a couple of 1s. But it looks like, you know, the night fighters are doing their job. We actually killed one on the ground. I don't show that in the video, but I believe it was this one in Oldenburg. I went near an airfield and shot an enemy aircraft while it was landing. That's actually a thing in the game that can happen. And yeah, that was the turn, guys, in the terms of our action reports. We actually have an ace right now. So the game actually tracks pilots, and we can see here we have a list of pilots, a lot of dead pilots. But if we sort by kills, we have actually F. O'Brien. I don't know what rank that is, but he's in the 124th Squadron. He's a Briton. He's flying a Spitfire HF. He's killed 3 enemy planes, so hopefully he survived. He has 89 experience. So go Mr. O'Brien. Hopefully we get some more aces. We have Danley, who died. Shane Heath, he had 2 kills, so he might be coming up. So they're Spitfires, man. They're ace-worthy material. And our targets. So we can see that our damage has increased on the oil facilities, which is actually pretty good. So if we go by capacity, and we'll see that we do have some damaged ones here. So a couple of them have already been pre-damaged. One day I'll really like to hit this Romanian oil field, but it's just not possible right now. It is possible in the game. It actually happened real life, but you have to wait. 27% on the rubber factory still. That could be wrong though. Recon can always be wrong in this game, unfortunately. We got 10% on chemical factories, which is actually a pretty decent number because I haven't really been targeting chemical factories too much these couple turns. Not this turn. But we're hitting that oil stuff, which is very nice. And we can see in the campaign summary, the attrition summary, pilots KIA. So let's have a look. So we lost 30 pilots killed in action. He lost 10, 18 wounded. So that's actually not a bad ratio. We killed a couple of his pilots, which is nice. And let's have overall losses. We've lost 500 aircraft. That's a big number. And he's lost 268 overall. So still, we got to try and even that up a little bit. But it's hard. It's hard as the attacker. Seems like we have more points for aircraft. Now we can't get that air superiority number up, so we're still contesting the skies of Europe. I'm having a hard time gaining air superiority, but I am hitting industry. I am causing terror, so that's one thing. And yeah, that's the turn, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'll see you in the next one for another round of planning and attacking. Definitely going to try out a different strategy. Might hit France this time. Who knows? Might hit France. We've hit here and we've hit here. Maybe we'll try hit here. You know what I'm thinking? Hit up the coast, boys. You can see I'm creating a wall of red. It's working, boys. See ya.